Alright, there we go. We're in focus. Alright, so we're going to start out with the 13 fishing Inception. It is hot as heck in here. I'm doing this in my garage, by the way. You can see the tackle board behind me. But I had to take this one apart because there was an issue with it, and now I probably got to send it back to get it all fixed. But I own 5 of them. I have 5 of these reels. I love these reels. They're smooth, they cast really well, and I've gotten the farthest distance for casting out of these reels since I bought them from other reels that I've tried. And I've tried about 4 other brands, and just nothing compares to the 13 Fishing and what they do. So we'll go into this one. This one's an 8 1-to-1. They come in 6 4-to-1, 7 3-to-1, 8 1-to-1, I think. What I really like about it is if you hit that little button there, let's see if we can get it to focus in on it. If you hit this little button right here, the plate comes off of it right there, and then you've got your drag system. And for the drag system, all you have to do is take your finger. Let's see if this will focus. Take your finger and just kind of turn it to whatever setting you want. I have all mine set on 4. I have all of them set on 4. That's my preference. I'm, still kind of getting used to bait casters and stuff after 4 or 5 years of using them. But you can take that button off, the spool comes out. You can change out spools if you want. I know 13 Fishing has this really cool deal where you can go into their trick shop and trick out all your reels, especially the concepts. You can buy a new drag for it, new spool, new handle, and then these screws to go on the end of the handles right here. But as far as the Inceptions, I believe it's a 16 or 17 pound drag system. Never had a problem with a fish pulling, drag all the way down tight on this. I've had to use the 22 pound on the Concept, but that's a different reel. We'll talk about that here in a second. Super light. I mean, I put these on my St. Croix rods, and the first time I ever cast it, I thought I was going to just throw it out of my hand because it was so light, and that combo is perfect. But you got your spool tensioner here, right there, and then just the winding of this is so smooth. Reeling it in, casting it out. The one major issue I had, and it was with this reel only, is I had a snag. And when I snagged in the tree, I was pretty far in the water, and other circumstances prevented me from paddling over there and pulling it out with my hand, aka the water moccasin. But I tried to pop it loose and ended up hitting the button for the spool, and when I did, it broke inside of the housing area. It broke the button, so my button does not work anymore. So I took it all apart, figured out what it was, and I found that it was a plastic piece. Now I think if 13 could come up with maybe an aluminum, some sort of like light metal to help release that, because it's just a plastic piece. I know it may add a little weight, but I think, after years of use and pushing it up, clicking it, pushing it, clicking, it'll wear down eventually. And I mean, I've had this one, you can see, let's see if you can see all of the, here we go, hold on a second. I don't know if it'll focus. Give it a second, maybe. Alright, let's get my face out of it and then maybe it'll focus. Okay, well, it's not going to focus, but there's a lot of wear on this. I've used this reel many times, especially the 8 1-to-1. I like it being in a kayak because whenever you're fighting that fish is pulling you and your kayak is moving along with it unless you're staked out. So getting that fish to the boat really fast is one of the key things that I like about the high gear ratios. Next, the Concept A. This reel is a step up from this. This reel retails at about $120. For the price, it is by far, I think, one of the best reels. It's not their high-end one. It's their, I think, their lowest casting reel. But if you have the money, this is your best option right here. This one, the Concept A, retails for about $175. I've only got one of these, but it's my favorite out of all of them. Here in a couple, well, next year, I'll be trying out the Concept Z, which is the 0 ball bearing one. So if you're interested in learning about that, seeing how it works, they came out with it at ICAST this past week. And go to their Facebook page, Instagram, follow them, and check it out. But I'm really interested in buying one of those and testing it out for myself. Same concept here. Let's see if I can get this one to focus. Alright. Oh, there we go. Okay, so, oh, maybe not. There we go. Okay, so this one has the same button. You just pull it down, and that one just pops out. Not like the other one that just, you know, kind of falls out. This one actually has a spring in there so you don't lose it. Same drag concept right there. You just kind of change it to wherever you want, and then pop it back in and close it up. This is also an 8 1-to-1. This I use for, I've got 40-pound braid on it, so I use it a lot for jig fishing and fishing in the grass and stuff. Around here we don't have really thick grass, but in some spots it gets pretty hairy, and I want that with that 22-pound drag on it. I got the drag locked down tight on it. This reel is, if you've casted the Inception, this one, it beats that one out of the water. Has a 7 bearing system. I know it's not a lot, but it's smooth for the 7 bearings that it has in there, and I believe it has one in the handle, so it's 8, right? I think this one has 8. The Inception has 8, but really 7, 8, you can't really tell the difference. So my choice in reels is 13th Fishing. Go check them out, Facebook, Instagram, and when you're at it, check me out on Facebook, Free Spool Kayak Fishing, and check me out on Instagram at Free Spool Kayak Fishing. Thanks for watching. I hope you purchase one of these. Let me know how they go, and enjoy the rest of your day.